If you've just received your oligonucleotide primers for PCR or cloning, they likely arrived lyophilized, dried, in a small tube. Before you can use them in your experiments, you need to reconstitute them in liquid and prepare a working stock at a concentration commonly used in the lab. The first step with reconstituting the stock solution, you want to check the data sheet or label that comes with your primer. It usually tells you how much primer is in the tube, typically in nanomoles. Now, most labs reconstitute primers to 100 micromolar stock solution. To calculate how much liquid to add, you want to put the amount of primer that you have, which is in nanomole, divided by your desired concentration, which is in micromolar. So for example, if your primer tube contains 25 nanomole and you want 100 micromolar stock, then you just do 25 nanomole divided by your 100 micromolar and you're going to get 0.25. So now you multiply it by 1000 microliters to convert from the nano to the micro. So here you add 250 microliters of nucleus-free water, or sometimes TE buffer, to the tube. You want to mix gently by pipetting up and down 10 times. You don't want to vortex harshly. And now you have a 100 micromolar stock solution. Next, let's prepare the working solution. So the working stock for PCR, so most PCR reactions use primers at a final concentration of 0.1 to 1 micromolar. So a convenient working stock concentration is 10 micromolar, so that you don't have to pipette very tiny volumes during experiments. So to prepare a 10 micromolar working solution from your 100 micromolar stock, you're going to simply do a 1 in 10 dilution. So let's say I want to make 100 microliters. Then all I have to do is take 10 microliters of my stock primer that I have reconstituted at 100 micromolar, and I'll add 90 microliters of nucleus-free water so that my final will be 10 micromolar, my working stock, ready to use. Finally, you want to label the tube clearly and store both the stock and working solutions at -20 for long-term use. You want to avoid repeated freeze-thaw cycles. So if needed, and you probably need the primer at multiple occasions, then you want to make aliquot of your 10 micromolar stock, working stock. Bonus tip, you want to use low binding tubes for long-term primer storage. You want to label the tubes with the primer name, the concentration, and the date. And you want to use sterile nucleus-free water to avoid degradation. So with these simple calculations, your primers will be ready for PCR, cloning, or any other DNA work.